Welcome back to day 7 of the 12 days of Bookmas, and on the 7th day of Bookmas, my true love gave to me 7 fantasy worlds. I read a lot of fantasy, I personally love a lot of fantasy, and this is a very exciting video for me because I love talking about the worlds that I get to visit through reading. And the first world I want to mention is one that was created by Sarah Rosh in Snow Like Ashes. I love the splitting up of the kingdoms, of the rhythm kingdoms and the season kingdoms. I think that's really cool, but I love how each season has a kingdom, and then I'm not too sure how the rhythm kingdoms work, but because we only got introduced to one rhythm kingdom in Snow Like Ashes and I have yet to read Ice Like Fire, but it looks like such a cool world, and I love how the magic system works in this world as well, and it was well done, and I enjoyed the map at the beginning of the book as well. The next world is the world created in the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. There's Earth, and it's like past World War V or something, and the kingdoms or the unions or countries or whatever are actually created through these earthen unions. So there's like the Commonwealth, the Eastern Union, the American Union, and finally the world is at peace, relatively, until Levana shows up. And there's also the world of Luna, which is the moon, Earth's moon, and it's created into this whole planet almost. It's almost treated like a planet instead of just a dead moon, and it's got so much life on it, and it sounds so cool, and you get to see more of Luna in winter because basically they're running around all over Luna right now, and I'm almost done. The next world I want to mention is Wonderland from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. I read this book, it was free on my reader app on my phone, and I also have this beautiful edition here. I enjoy this world. It sounds like a fun, whimsical place to go, full of nonsense and wonder, thus called Wonderland, and it seems like it would be an interesting place to visit. It seems like a cool place where the impossible is actually the possible. The next world is the world in Amulet, which is by Kazu Kabuski. This is a middle grade graphic novel series, and the world itself doesn't have a name, and it's such a really creative, ingenious, and beautifully done world. It's got floating cities, it's got hidden cities, it's got creatures and robots and lands of the elves and darker lands and brighter lands. It was just really well done, and I love the way the world is incorporated, and I think it would be a really cool place to visit because it kind of mixes that medieval element to that technological robotic element as well. The next world is the Ink World from the Inkheart trilogy. You meet more of the Ink World in Ink Spell. I listened to this one on audiobook, and Brendan Fraser, who actually plays Mo in the movie Inkheart, did the reading for Ink Spell, and I loved his narration of it because you really felt like you were immersed in this world, and it was beautiful, and you yourself wanted to go to this world. I could totally imagine being Maggie and hearing all of these stories about the Ink World from her mother and just wanting to go and be in that world herself, and to be Dustfinger, who's just longing to get back into his world. And I can totally understand that once you start reading Ink Spell and introducing yourself into this gorgeous creation of someone's imagination. The final 2 worlds should come as no surprise, and that is Middle-earth, invented by J.R.R. Tolkien. I would love to visit Hobbiton. I would love to visit Rivendell or anywhere with the elves, even check out Mirkwood as long as there's no spiders. But Middle-earth is this gorgeous, sweeping, vast, immense world that I am just dying to go to. One of my dream trips is to actually visit New Zealand, which seems to be Middle-earth in reality. I would love to go there and actually visit Hobbiton. Peter Jackson did a marvelous job at creating the world that Tolkien created in his books and bringing it to life. Hobbiton is my dream destination. I would love to go and just sit under the party tree and look out over Hobbiton and see the Shire. And the last world I am going to mention is Narnia. I was that child who checked every wardrobe, every closet, every possible way to try to find myself in a world of talking beasts and mythical creatures, and a place of just sheer beauty and adventure, and I am still looking for Narnia. It is my favorite place to dream about, it is my favorite place to go to as a child, and it still remains to be one of my all-time favorite book fantasy lands. Narnia to me will always be eternal. I love Narnia. I always wanted to go to Narnia, and I know I've said that like I'm just repeating myself because I love this world. I want to go, I want to see griffins, I want to see centaurs, and talk to dryads and naiads and all these beautiful creatures that C.S. Lewis brings to life. It just sounds so wonderful. If any of these worlds are your favorite places to visit while you read, then let's chat it up in the comments below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Merry Bookmas!